July 31st, 2016. At the moment, I am sat down on the lawns in front of Buckingham Palace. I've just watched the guards, not the changing of the guards, but they walk back and forth all over the place and then they go back into their little booths. It was a really good day today. It was just mainly wandering around. I don't think I had much on the itinerary. A lot of the places that I went to today, I had been to over 15 years ago on my first visit to London. And so there was a definite degree of, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it was familiarity, that's the word. It was things that I've already seen, and one of the great things about London is that most of the sites are so old, they don't actually properly change, so they look exactly the way that they did hundreds of years ago, let alone 15 years ago. So yeah, Big Ben and the Parliament. I walked across to South Bank, London Eye, and then back over the bridge. Pretty much anything with a famous name I feel like I've hit up today. Everything from Piccadilly Circus. Oh, that's right, one of the first things I did this morning after I left the hotel was, to get a £5 transit pass. And then take the bus take a bus anywhere near the central city-ish. And so there was a bus that came and it said Piccadilly Circus, so I hopped on that, and it took me to Piccadilly Circus, and that's where I got off and had a wander around and saw lots of the big, I guess it's like the West End? I think it's the West End, where the big shows are, like Les Mis and the Harry Potter musical, all the best shows at the moment. And that's right. So I ended this evening at earlier in the day. I had passed a restaurant. It was a buffet and it was cheap. I put that in my head, and I thought, if I'm in the mood later on today, then I will go back and have that, because it was a very inexpensive buffet. And after yesterday, with the 12 hours, 13 hours, or whatever it was without eating, even though I had lots of food at late at night before I went to bed, I still feel as though, I don't know, my body just felt really, when I woke up this morning, I was just like, and this was after 9 hours of sleep. Maybe it is the familiarity of London, where I just kind of think, I've seen this stuff before, there's no issues with language, I'm going to understand what people are saying, things should be pretty straightforward. And so it's just like all day, I've just been really sluggish, but I thought maybe I should actually indulge in 3 proper meals today, and eat lots of the fruits and veggies, and just anything that my body feels like it's craving, just eat it. And I think that worked out well, because the buffet had lots of stuff that I was really keen on eating. I signed up for another night at the hotel, because I said, I'd like to stay another night, and then he dropped the price again. I figured out why it was 5 less than what I thought I had booked for, because I was booking in euros, so it was 32 euros, which worked out to be £27, which in itself is still a really great deal. And then on top of that, there was breakfast. And then when I extended my stay for another night, as in tonight, he dropped that down to £25, including breakfast, and I was like, done deal, count me in. And I probably might do that again for tomorrow night as well. So 3 nights in London. It seems ridiculously cheap for London, and it's such a nice little place with everything that I could possibly need, and it's just in this quiet residential neighborhood. It's just lovely. So yeah, I want to go to Stonehenge, but I had a look at the weather forecast, and it's like 16 degrees at Stonehenge tomorrow and 90% chance of rain. And while I don't think Stonehenge needs a beautiful, super sunny day to witness the whole Stonehenge effect, for my own traveling pleasure, I probably would not want to go tomorrow. It's maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours by bus or train or however I'm meant to get there. So a lot of the day would be traveling, but still, I just think I'd rather stay in London, and I'd probably rather also just hit up the museums. The museums here are entirely free, and they seem to have some really good stuff. I think it's the British Museum that has like did all the stuff that like the Louvre, all the stuff that the British people stole from other countries and other civilizations over the years. So it might be good to go check out. And again, given that it's free, I think free and rainy, because it's meant to be rainy here in London tomorrow as well, but slightly warmer, like 18 degrees, which is still absolutely mind-numbingly freezing for me. But at least it's sunny. So tomorrow I think probably an indoors day in the museums. I'm quite alright with that. I'm happy about that. And then the day following looks to be better weather, so I'll probably want to hit up Stonehenge then. But my other alternative that I'm playing around with at the moment is going to Manchester and staying there before I'm heading over to Ireland. Choices, but happy choices. Oh, that's the other thing that happened today. So they've got this Ride London on, and Ride London looks like not a professional bike race at all. It looks like lots of amateurs and bicycling for charities, which is really cool. And they go, I don't know if you can see it in the background, probably not. I think maybe it starts here because they've got like a cyclist meet and greet thing just in behind, and I remember watching them go all the way up to Trafalgar Square, where I stood and watched them for ages. And there's all these people just cheering them on because, like I said, they're all riding for charities. So that was pretty cool to watch, and especially around all these famous landmarks like Trafalgar Square and Buckingham Palace. And there's another stop en route as well. I can't remember. London is just full of famous places. Famous. I like that about London. Aside from it being so cold, it feels definitely very homely here. So I think I've talked a little bit about tomorrow. The hotel, one of the only downsides to it is that it doesn't have any Wi-Fi, any internet at all. So I only have 500 megabytes on my SIM card while I'm here. I suppose I could just buy more data. Probably would be an easier option. And it's cheap. But I'm more likely just to go to the train station where it's free Wi-Fi, which is probably what I'll do. So I know I'm almost 2 days behind, I think, in my posts. Like, I'm doing the posts, I'm recording the posts, and I'm taking all the pictures, but I'm just not uploading them to the blog because of the Wi-Fi. So I'll try and catch up, I think is what I'm going to aim to do. I will try and catch up, maybe tonight before I go back to the hotel, maybe early tomorrow morning, I'm not too sure. Anyway, yeah, lovely day today, and should be a good day tomorrow. It'll give me another sleep in, so more sleep is a good thing. And then, just wandering around museums. I'm looking forward to it. Good night.